Hi, I'm Chris Oliver,
Hi, I'm Jim Stout.
and together we host the Common Courtesy Podcast, a podcast where we just kind of hang out and talk some shit, but also we play a game called Kiss or Diss. Jim, will you explain the game?
Yeah, kiss or diss. Sometimes your friends, family members, random people, they do something nice for you. You want to give them a little on the forehead. But sometimes they do something nice that's just a little bit too much, so you got to diss them. That's how we play kiss or diss.
And for this game, we are actually taking submissions. If you guys want to message us on our Instagram, it is at Common Courtesy 314. Just send us anything you like, and we'll argue about it on the show. It'll be a good time. And thanks for watching.
Thanks.
Guys, welcome back to Common Courtesy with Chris and Jim. To my left, as always, Jim Stout.
Hello.
Always sitting in, the one and only, the best producer in all the land. Oh, shit. Eric Russler.
Hey, buddy.
And guys, we have a special guest this time, award-winning director and writer of Somewhere in Old Missouri.
Oh, no.
Guys, let's hear it for Tom Boyer. Come on. Yeah.
Hey. There we go.
I really wish you wouldn't have done that.
Awesome.
I was just telling you as we walked in that my buddy and I, who helped make that, just watched it and we were like, this is a piece of shit. I'm going to delete it off the internet. It's fine.
Is
It
it
was-
still on the internet?
It's
Yeah.
on YouTube
Where can you
for
see that?
free. You can see it on YouTube.
Everything's still on the internet, man. It's a piece of shit. Where can you watch it?
I was in that movie. That was my first credit
I
ever.
heard.
Yeah. Toph killed a guy.
Wow. He
Yeah.
might kill one for real soon.
And then we recorded his scene.
No, I remember.
We didn't say action yet, Chris. Oh, fuck.
No, I remember Tom telling me about it, but I remember I was like fucked up. It was at my housewarming party in Soulard when you were pitching me.
Oh, when I told you about it?
Well, you were pitching me the role, and I was
You
like,
say that as if it was like a role.
"Well, I don't
It's like-
remember. I was hammered. I just
Okay.
remember. I remember we need a guy with a beard and then something else, and I was like, fuck it, I'll do it. And then I showed up, and then they handed me a rope. And they're like, "You're leader of the lynch mob," and I was like, "Perfect. This is
Okay.
like, exactly what I signed up for."
You had me at Lynch Mob.
Yeah.
No.
Is there a second one? Can I be?
Lynch mob is a very unfortunate way to put it.
Well, what?
Toph does hang a guy. But it's not. Okay. Let's move on. We don't need to talk about
What kind of guy?
He was white, thank God.
Oh, God.
Yeah. No, we it was fun too, but then they did talk about a blooper reel at one point. There's one thing I do want to see because me and our buddy Ray were the grips, so we were like holding shit up, but we didn't have to
This is
shoot
classic.
anything until the second day. So we got hammered, like just shit faced. And they were filming, I think it was the scene when everyone was like running out of jail.
Yeah.
And I remember hearing Doug go, "Perfect, but tell the grips are fucked up."
No, it was
because-
me.
Oh.
It was me. I remember we were out back of the cabin shooting this scene, and you guys were just in the cabin all night drinking.
Yeah.
And then we're like, "Hey, we actually need your help for like one thing." And you're like, "Can we bring our beers?" And we're like, "Yeah, I guess." Because you just had to like hold something or whatever, like off screen. You just had to hold something, and then we're doing a take, and you just hear in the middle of a take, and I was like, it was me. I was like, "All right, that was a really good take. Don't crack a fucking beer in the middle."
Yeah, I remember we crushed
grips
some
are
beers,
hammered.
too. Yeah. Grips are hammered.
Classic.
That was a good time.
I was just imagining you've got the microphone or whatever, and all of a sudden the actors are just like there's just like a big, you're like, stop it. You're like trying to like put it in their mouth. Like,
We have fun.
No, it was a fun time. I remember it was one of those big circle shiny things. I know that's what I was doing.
Yeah, you had to hold that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, did my scene. Killed it.
Did you have any?
It was great.
Did you have any like lines?
Not
or was
one.
It just
Nope.
No.
Not one.
We
I just hung
designed
a
the whole
guy.
movie to have as few lines as we could because we knew that we didn't have any actors. And we were like, okay, we can't have that many lines. We had a lot of songs, which we knew we could like accomplish because like the guy, my partner who like made the movie with me is a musician.
Yeah.
So like that's the whole thing with the movies.
Oh.
There's a lot of music and whatnot. The music's great. The music holds up. if you watch the movie and you'd be like, this is a piece of shit, music's pretty good,
On YouTube.
and it's on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah. Somewhere in Old Missouri. Everyone go check it out. It's not bad.
It's not bad. It's just like,
How many beers should I watch it with?
A lot.
yeah, as many as you can, I'd say.
Get as drunk as the grips.
So a few more Arnold Palmer spikes.
Yeah, which we have to talk about this.
Yeah.
What did you say? Is this?
So I went in the Quick Trip and I was like, I wanted something to drink, and I was looking at like the tall boy like Bud Lights and Bushes and stuff, and I was like, I feel like that just like looks too much like an alcoholic, and then I went with the Arnold Palmer.
Which this
Spike.
is way more of an alcoholic move.
You think so? I feel like it's
I don't know. The day you showed up with a 40-ounce Modelo, that was
32-ounce, Eric. Let's not overdo it.
It's just so funny. Like we're just walking through the lobby, and he's just got a
Yeah.
giant Modelo.
What's up? I'm here to
Ew,
record.
you're here to record the podcast.
See, but like in St. Louis, a Bush tall boy would be like, yeah,
Yeah.
guy's having a beer.
That guy
This
probably
is
just
like
got
you've
off.
got your drink. This looks like your drink.
That's wow. Well, Tom,
Yeah.
here we are.
Sorry to break it to you.
Cut. Guys, I have a problem. we need to figure out.
I bet it's delicious.
They're so good. I love Arnold Palmer. I forget what it is if it's not. Or no, is it a John Daly that's actually spiked? I think Arnold Palmer's just tea and lemonade.
Yeah.
I love those in general, and then they added alcohol, and I was like, this is great. Kind of like what they're doing with Sunny D. You see, every childhood like enjoyable drink we had is just now alcohol infused.
I mean, that's smart.
Have they
Sunny
got-
D's fire.
yeah, it's huge.
Have
Yeah,
they gotten Capri Sun yet?
I don't think they've gotten Capri Sun yet.
Also
So-
smart.
What else would you like to bring back from our childhood and make an adult?
Easy. Kool-Aid jammers. Easy.
Yeah.
Well, I was
Well, I was
just
gonna
That's
say
just jungle juice.
I was gonna say well, that's true.
Doesn't
I was
matter.
just
Be
gonna say
awesome.
like a Toys R Us themed strip club or
Oh,
something. You know what I mean? Like a restaurant, you know, but like
Strip club Toys R Us.
Chuck Double E cheese.
I
You
like
know,
that.
like
Well, now you have to make alcoholic beverages out of like a Pacific Jammer.
I'm
Mhm.
for it. I'll
Yeah,
try it.
Or like a Squeeze It. Or
Do you
Mondo.
think-
Remember
okay,
Mondos?
Mondo.
Mondos were
Yeah.
great.
Juice.
Yeah.
Did you ever pull the little tab
Yeah,
off
when-
the top and like stick it to your tongue?
And then suck
Those are the
little-
ones that look like little lobsters, right?
Yes.
The little plastic lobsters.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just talking to a
Right.
Gen Z kid, and applause. Come on, dude.
no.
Yeah,
no.
no. Boo.
I
I
hate
was
them.
just
Hit the
talking to a Gen
boo.
Z
Was it mad lit, Skibbity?
Yeah.
Jesus.
It was fire. No, he was saying like
The vibes were immaculate.
he was talking about Mountain Dew, and I was like, I remember when Code Red like came out. Like, do you guys
Oh.
remember
Yeah.
this?
It's a game
It
changer.
was like a seminal moment.
Hmm.
Was that the first offshoot?
I think
Mountain
so.
Dew?
I think so. Yeah.
Other than like Diet,
yeah.
Yeah.
Code Red came out, and it was like, if you play Halo, you have to drink Code Red. And then they started coming out with like Mountain Dew, but this time it looks like oil or like whatever, you know, like purple and
It is funny that like every sugar drink like Mountain Dew is just like promoted with video games.
Yeah.
It's like,
energy
They go
drinks.
hand
That
in
was the
hand.
whole thing.
yeah. I do.
I know it's not a unique thought, but like just thinking about how much I crushed Mountain Dew Code Red back in the day, and how if I had 2 sips of Code Red today, I would go to the hospital.
Diabetes.
It would
yeah.
be a Code
No, it's
Red.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's insane. I don't know. That's why I'm anti-alcoholic Sunny D. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like that's just
Yeah, it's kind of playing with
I mean, just
fire.
make a screwdriver like a normal person.
well, yeah. I mean, I get that, but like grow up. You know what I mean? Like grow up. If
Well,
you're like, oh damn, I gotta try the Mountain Dew. Like there's
Oh, yeah.
there's hard Mountain Dew like seltzers now.
No.
Mountain Dew hard seltzer or something like that.
Uh-huh.
It's like no.
Yeah.
I did.
That should be a like someone from the suicide hotline should call you after you purchase that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Well, it's gonna hurt your tummy.
That's a cry for help.
well, yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna hurt your
It's
tummy,
gonna hurt your
but
tummy real bad. I couldn't when I was drinking. I couldn't do those like super duper sweet, like a lot of them.
No. Like
Like-
Four Locos.
Those I could do,
Hmm.
but those were a problem.
That's a problem.
Yeah, they were.
yeah, Four Locos were.
Yeah,
How
especially
many
when we
people
were
do you
younger.
think they killed?
Oh, it had to be a few.
I mean, we witnessed at least a few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember when they still had like the caffeine and shit in them or whatever they took out. I remember when we had that, like
Yeah.
when they first came out.
Four Locos.
Yeah, it was
never-
just like 600 milligrams of caffeine. I think that's why it was killing
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
But like I remember in high school, there would be a couple times we'd walk up to the park and there would just be a person on the ground and be like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, that's so and so. They drink 3-4 Locos." And I'm like, "Okay."
I never did more
So
than
do
two.
we have to call an ambulance because that's they're dead.
We had some banned pre-workouts when I was in the military, and I can't remember what it was
I
called
remember-
because people were taking it and then going on doing like 3-mile runs, and then their hearts were like 22-year-old guys their hearts were exploding.
See, that's why I don't work out.
This is why other militaries are laughing at us because we ban this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, that was the thing. Like when I got in, I was like kind of thinking, hey, like we can do steroids, right? Like that's the whole point, like to be as big and strong and fit as possible. This one, jacked
Oh.
3D. Oh man, I can smell it.
Yeah,
That's how.
What was ban worthy about it?
Well, I think it was like 700 milligrams of caffeine, and this thing, I can't even pronounce it. But
All right,
you
who
see
wants to do it?
methamphetamine at the bottom. Here.
Dimethoxymethamphetamine.
Yeah, dimethoxymethamphetamine.
Yeah,
This is
and
Hitler shit.
Dimethoxymethamphetamine.
We
Oh,
played
yeah,
the
yeah,
applause
look,
right when I
right
said
next
this is
to it.
Hitler shit.
picture a Marine doing, yeah, look, and then all of the, yeah, that's exactly what has happened. Oh, and Oxy Elite Pro, that was a super thermogenic.
Okay, but that just looks like Enzyte.
Well,
Remember
you know what
Enzyte?
it was?
It
Is
looks
it,
like boner medicine.
no, it was the opposite, actually. That's how they got everybody in the Marines to stop taking it, because it was a fat burner. And people would take this with Jacked 3D, and then they told us to stop taking Jacked 3D. They're like, you have to stop. If you get caught with it, you're going to get in trouble. People's hearts are exploding, and everyone's like, yeah, whatever. And then the only way they could get people to stop taking Oxy Elite Pro, because it worked. They were like, it makes your dick smaller. And then people were throwing it away. Like, oh my gosh, I watched a dude chuck it off the side of a boat. It was like, what? It shrinks your dick? And then he just threw it in the ocean.
Well, wasn't that the thing with like Mountain Dew too? Like, do you remember that when you were younger? It was like,
Sperm
oh, it
cells.
lowers your sperm count or
sperm
something.
count. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Your
what
sperm
the-
count.
That was
and
the thing.
as a kid, you're like, oh my god, gonna make my dick smaller. It's like, no, you just
Is that one of those things we found out it's not true?
it probably wasn't.
I've just
true.
never been
Yeah,
worried
I
about
don't-
it.
Yeah, me
Makes
either.
your dick smaller and be like, well, it's not. It's
Yeah.
That's like,
Yeah. Okay.
whatever.
Hey, good luck.
Not far to go.
that was one of those rumors that went around like before the internet,
Uh-huh.
you know, like,
What's his name? Moving his ribs.
Oh man,
That was true.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's
that's
100. I
Manson?
believe
true,
that 100%. I believe that wholeheartedly. But like the kid from Life cereal, remember they're like, "Hey Mikey, I think he likes it" or whatever. Apparently, everyone said that he died because he
From
ate
small penis.
from small penis. They actually just threw 1,000 small penises at him. That's what killed him.
Penis can get so small you die?
Yes.
I'm in trouble.
No, everybody said that he died from eating Pop Rocks and Coke.
Oh, well, that's
And they were
that's
like,
the
"Oh, I
famous
made-
thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but it won't kill you. Like you can do it,
Yeah.
but it
I
won't.
think he was just so sick of Life cereal. He was just like, I'm doing it. I'm doing it today. Dude.
I'm gonna try Death cereal.
It's so.
All right.
That's,
I'm gonna sit the next couple
That's
plays
all we
out.
got.
I apologize.
it is funny to just think about like a kid on a Life cereal box approaching his life like a tortured artist,
Yeah.
just like a singer who had a one-hit wonder. It's just like I can't
Yeah.
reclaim. He's like, that cereal box is gonna haunt me.
Eat all the Pop Rocks and 2
Yeah.
liters
What a
of
way to
Coke.
go.
No, I feel like Pop Rocks and soda could like explode your stomach.
That's such a kid
Right?
suicide too.
That is, kid suicide is
Kid Suicide, good band name.
can be funny.
You said you
Well,
had a
that brings up
question?
this, since we were talking about drunks on the way in the car. I told you about how my cousin overdosed in front of a Lowe's.
Hilarious.
Yeah, where would you want to Where would you want to overdose in front of? Like, what's a good store?
The hospital.
I was about to say, I mean, the emergency room, but like,
No, not real answers.
yeah,
no,
yeah, not
okay.
fake answers either.
Funniest place to overdose. In front of.
Well, the thing is, am I heading into that place or coming out of that place? Because if I'm coming,
You could just be walking by it.
You've been thinking about it. Do you have one?
I don't right now. I'm trying to think about it.
well, I'm just saying, like, if I'm going to overdose, it means I took a lot of drugs, right? So before that kicks in, you're probably having a great time. So it's like, yeah, Chuck E. Cheese. Like, if I'm walking out of a Chuck E. Cheese and I OD, all right. I mean, at least it wasn't walking into a because then you don't get to go to Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like Dave and Buster's might be fun to be outside
Yeah.
of.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, fun places are the thing that you think of. I don't know.
I'm just picturing you walking into a Chuck E. Cheese like foaming at your
Yeah.
Give me the pizza.
Sir, please step away from the robots, or I fucking am one.
You're in the band.
You're just in front of that one game where the fucking thing goes around a circle and you gotta hit the fucking button.
You're in the band and you're like good at saxophone somehow.
Holy shit.
I think I know where I want to be.
Where?
In a escape room with my friends, but not telling them.
Ooh.
Ooh, ODing in an escape
Yeah,
room
that's
and
a
they have
pretty
to
good-
figure out the
They
codes.
think it's a
Oh
bit.
my
That's so funny.
They think it's a bit.
After I solve out how to get out of here, I just die. I think that's
That'd be
gonna
funny
how it
if
had the
you
answers.
were ODing, but then the game master still won't let you out.
goes. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
no,
We're just playing
You gotta
soft.
figure it out.
no, you got to get out.
Or that is the way to get out.
No, that
You have
is
to OD.
100% the best. They think it's part of it.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
God.
just Chris.
Yeah, that's just Chris. Man,
Wait, okay, that made me think. What if like you were in one of those like VR rooms, like the Sandbox VR, where you like are
yeah.
VR like hunting zombie monsters or whatever, and because like you have like an avatar, you look like Master Chief or whatever, but people look over you and you're just like a mecha cyborg, but you're bent over.
Your avatar's ODing.
Oh no!
Somehow the game knows.
You're seizing up on the floor, and everybody just thinks you're turning into a zombie. You're just
Oh my God.
shaking, like, "Oh man, it's really realistic. Kill him!" And the friends are like shooting you in VR, and it's like actually.
That's not bad. Laser tag would also be a pretty funny place,
That would-
just
yeah,
because
it
you're
would.
geared up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Anything geared up would be.
Somebody just comes over and
Super funny.
Narcans you and like, you're back. And they're like, they revived him. Awesome. Come on, Chris. Like,
Also, if you had a job as a professional mascot,
Oh yeah.
that's pretty good. If you were like
yeah.
shooting a
Trident
tiger,
Stadium.
Fred,
Fredbear, that'd be very
That's honestly
funny.
really St. Louis anyway.
It is, yeah.
I've
That
always just
fits.
assumed that the Philly mascot was.
Oh, the Philly fanatic?
Yeah, was on
makes
what
sense.
anything. You know what I mean?
I'm just picturing Fredbird's like beak covered with.
Yeah.
He's got that slingshot. He's just fucking getting after it.
He's trying to convince you to buy into crypto.
Yeah.
Instead of aiming it up, though, they're aiming it right
Right
at the
at-
front row. Wham! Just, you ever been hit with a hot dog at 60 miles an hour? There's no way. What's the orange? Is that the Philly Fanatic, the orange one for the hockey team? I thought the
No,
Philly-
that's
Gritty.
Gritty from the Flyers.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
got to be coked up.
Oh,
Have
yeah.
you seen any of his antics? Like, he like humps people and stuff.
That's
and,
like his bit, though.
Yeah.
a
Well, I
quad.
mean, it's also on brand for Philly.
That's why
Yeah.
it is. They are like leaning in. It's
the Philly Fanatic. They just get someone from Kensington Avenue every time.
Yeah. That's funny to think about.
yeah. I don't like that because that's like they're like leaning into like we're Philly or like we're so you know what I mean. It's like you can't be in on the bit,
Yeah.
and the Philly Fanatic is like, all right. No, we say this about Philly. You don't get to say it about yourself.
That's how I feel when I hear about Europeans talking shit on America.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, hey, yeah, we got problems, but there are problems. You
Yeah.
shut the fuck up.
Shut up, dude.
That pisses me off.
Sorry, we have cool shit.
That's like it's like if your mom is like a cokehead or whatever, and then you hear your neighbor call your mom a cokehead, you're like, hey,
Oh, yeah.
you don't get to say that.
Hey.
My mom.
Hey, didn't you just borrow sugar from us? The fuck's
Yeah,
your problem over
yeah.
there?
Get the hell out of here.
God.
That's,
Mom, don't listen to him, all right?
Yeah, only
You're my
Ameri-
cokehead.
only Americans get to talk shit on America. That's my opinion. I don't know.
Yeah,
Really?
I kind of agree.
It really pisses me off when you hear someone like, I don't know, you hear like Argentina's talking shit. You're like, okay, go fuck yourselves.
Yeah.
You guys have so many problems. Go to hell. I'm not talking about people like from Argentina that moved here. I'm talking about people that still live in Argentina.
Yeah, real
Yeah.
ones.
And talking shit. And you're like, no.
Yeah, cool
Y'all go to
soccer
hell.
team or whatever else you got there.
Yeah, what else do you have? Nothing. That's right.
0. Losers.
It's also like if somebody tried to insult America to me, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, okay. Like,
You want me to argue with you?
And by the way, Donald Trump is not America. So it's like if people are talking shit about him, it's like, all right, I kind of get it. But
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
but when they're like, America sucks, blah, 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 it's like, go fuck yourself. All right? You want to go to war? Like,
Yeah.
that's the one thing we all get behind.
Yeah, that's true. What was? Oh, we were talking about. What were you saying? What's the gay? Another gay country besides the United States?
We said
Yeah.
France.
No,
Yeah,
we said
like-
Sweden.
Oh,
well,
Sweden.
yeah.
Canada can't
It's got to
mean-
be.
Well,
yeah.
France is the capital. Like that's where they're made. You know, but like that's a
No,
good segue into this week's segment, guys. Gay or French?
It's pretty funny.
Someone's
Gay or
croissant. And you're like, man.
Yeah, it's true. Any country that invents a croissant.
Croissant. Yeah. Croissant. There's a T at the end. Learn to spell. You know, you're correcting them on their own shit.
It's so funny the French could invent such an elegant pastry as a croissant, and then America takes it and just puts it.
We're
puts
gonna
it
put sausage in it.
Yeah.
Quick Trip sausage, egg, and cheese.
Melt some cheddar on it. This is gonna be the shit. You're like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Hell yeah, dude.
We stuck a beef jerky in there. Let's go.
Man, I was worried. I was kind of worried. Like, yeah, you were like, we're just gonna chat for for a while. And I was like, well, every time we talk, we just tend to talk shit about everyone we've ever met.
Yeah.
And that like we all know the same people, and like every time we hang out, we're just like name dropping. You fucking idiot. But this is the kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That happened.
French or gay?
Frenchman. Yeah.
Yeah. Our last guest, Doug Hoffman, gay and French. Twink. Loves to get kidnapped.
Yeah. Did he tell the story about
No,
the kid?
I meant
we
to.
did.
I meant
Forgot
to bring
about
that
it.
up, and I
Fuck.
completely
Damn, dude.
forgot. Yeah.
Wow, we did forget about that.
Doug got kidnapped one time. The guy that was here last week.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's a better story than me punching the dad.
Yeah, it's way better.
Really?
Yeah, way better.
I don't know. That's top tier. I mean, I have trouble sleeping at night sometimes because I'm thinking about it. That's one of the best stories I've ever
Your
heard.
wife's
and
like, Eric, what's wrong? You're like,
I just never.
It's not military flashbacks. It's just Jim.
I'll never be that cool. It's just what I've come to. Sometimes you just have to realize
this
that,
guy
I
drinks
guess.
Modelo's and fights dads. Who the fuck is this guy?
Wait, you punched a dad?
Oh, you've never heard this
I've
story?
never heard this story.
Oh, get ready. This is an epic tale.
It is a.
You can give me the bridge version.
You would probably know them, don't you think?
Tom's
the
younger.
girl?
I don't know. Don't say names, but just give him a quick summary.
I mean, we can cut out the name.
Yeah, we can. No? Okay. Well, anyway. To make a long story short.
Keep
I
it
was-
in, double it.
Yeah, I was hooking up.
Puts an echo on it. Coffee.
Basically, I was hooking up with her on the side of
Congratulations.
the garage.
Oh,
Thank you.
No. There's many layers. On the
Okay.
side, he was hooking up with her on the side of her garage, not in the garage,
On the
not in the
side.
house,
On gravel.
on
the
the,
gravel,
side
yeah.
in the gravel.
Mm-hmm.
Her parents, they let her have like a house party or whatever. So we're getting after it, and then I'm on top. And I hear, "Hey, motherfucker!" And I turn and I get punched in the face. What's her dad?
Mm-hmm.
So her dad catches us, and so I get up, and so I hit him back because what else am I supposed to do?
Penis out.
Penis was out. Well, it was so I was out the zipper
Okay.
of my shorts. So
Interesting choice.
yeah, you're telling me, dude. Yeah. So then we get into a fist fight, so on and so forth. Then he says he's going to get a 2x4, and he goes into the garage. So then I hop the fence, leave, and get Taco Bell, and then text her, and I was like, "You all right?" And she was like, "I'm fine. Are you okay?" I was like, yeah. I was like, sorry about that. She's like, my dad's just mad. And I was like, I imagine. I imagine
Yeah.
so, dude. Like,
I'm just saying that, okay, to recap, this man was having a party at his house, catches Jim fucking his daughter in the gravel outside, and then Jim proceeds to fight him off. I think Jim owns that house now.
Yeah,
yeah. Don't you think?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think legally, that's in the Geneva Convention.
What you think?
Well, when she texted me, and I was like, yeah, I'm good. Are you good? And she was like, my dad's mad. I was like, oh, crap, sorry.
Yeah.
She's like, he's just yelling at me. And I was like, oh, what's he? I was like, what is he saying? And she was like, he's out there on my garage fucking the shit out of you, which I was like, there's no way I was doing that good. But I appreciate that he.
But that's funny that he took enough time to like appreciate your work.
Yeah, he was
It's
like,
like,
"Fuck, you know,
He's having sex with my daughter, but
if it wasn't my garage, would have been fine.
it looks
I've
like
been
he's
working
doing a
on
good
this
job.
garage.
Damn it!
Been working on this garage for years. This was Pop's garage.
This is
Yeah, so that was that story.
That is a horrifying thought. Like putting yourself in the dad's shoes.
Oh yeah, no.
Like, I'm,
All right, let's play.
this
Where
little
would you
punk, and then you.
Where would you want to catch your daughter?
In the escape room.
In the escape room.
escape room.
Yeah.
Dude, nice callback, Chris.
Boom. Thanks.
That is good.
So that's
No.
my like claim to fame story. Is just
That's a really cool way to like squat. It's like squatting kind of.
We'll be
Like-
right back.
Like you get the house. Now let me explain it. Like you get that. You know how like you can just like squat in someone's house and you
yeah,
can take
people
the
do it
house?
across my parents' house all the time. It's wild.
Yeah, but then you just like take someone's daughter.
Daughter squatting?
Yeah. Is better in my head. We'll
Things
cut
to
that.
I
look
believe
up.
they called that prima nocta. If I
Things to
From-
look up on Pornhub.
phrasing it as take someone's
Yeah,
daughter.
yeah, not
Yeah.
good. Nah, we'll leave it in. I don't care.
Yeah, but yeah, that's
If you
that
Google
story. But,
prima nocta.
and there we go.
so there's that story.
Prima nocta, derived from Latin, refers to the alleged right of the first night in medieval Europe, where a lord or king was thought to have the right to sleep with a bride on her wedding night before her husband. So that's kind of,
It's kind of the same thing.
I mean, it's like, I got this from Braveheart. So,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I was Braveheart that night.
You were, dude. You were
I
really
was
good.
so-
If we found out that your face was painted blue, I would have been like, hell yeah.
Well, should we do some kiss or diss?
Yeah, I need this explained to me.
Jim,
Like,
will-
let's play.
Oh.
I need it explained to me because I was trying to think of contributions, and then I think I thought of one, and then I was like, I don't understand how this works. So
You'll think of
It could
some for
work.
sure. When we were talking about this the other day, you were talking about things that happen at work.
yeah,
So
So kiss or diss. Kiss or diss is basically sometimes people do something that's nice for you, be a friend, whatever, and you're like, oh, okay, I want to give them a kiss for that. Sometimes they do something that's nice, but it's like it's just a little too much, and you kind of got to diss them for it.
okay.
okay.
So an example, I'll start with something small. Saving the last slice of pizza for your friend. You giving him a kiss or you giving him a diss?
That's a kiss.
Yeah.
I would give him a
I'd
kiss.
I think that's a
kiss.
kiss. How good a
Yeah.
friend.
You and me, bud.
Wait a minute. Is it their pizza?
No, it's your pizza and you're
Okay.
saving the last. It's my pizza and I'm saving you the last slice,
Okay.
even though you didn't ask for it.
That's a major kiss. That's a major kiss. Because I feel like
Let's kiss.
if it was my pizza and then you came in and ate all the leftovers except one slice,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be like, that's a diss.
No, that's a fight to the death. Yeah.
However, I think that as like how well you know the person, there's a line where it shifts from kiss to diss. I'm just gonna take the opposite of what you guys say on all of these. I
Okay,
have a
that's
feeling
fine.
There's a line where it goes from kiss to diss because if you don't know a person that well and they, out of the goodness of their heart, save you the last slice of pizza, it's a little bit like, you're going to need this, fatty. You know what I mean? So, like,
Hey, I know you only had 3.
that's kind of a diss. If it's a good friend, it's like, no, you can have it. That's fine because you don't care. But if someone you don't know that well, it's like, this fat ass probably needs this.
Now, what if you you say you can have the last slice? Like, oh, thanks. Like a day or two goes by and they still haven't eaten that slice.
Fuck you.
You dissing them?
Oh
Yeah.
no! Once I tell
I'm eating
you,
it. Fuck you.
hey, you can have this last slice. If 12 hours
Yeah.
has gone by and that last slice is still there, it is now mine.
I was gonna say, you said a day or two.
Yeah, that's.
Have you ever had pizza in your house that lasts more than a day?
Yeah, you just put that bitch in foil and reheat it.
No, dude.
But I'm
Well,
saying it's
Okay.
next day.
First of all,
That's
the
gone.
chances of a pizza
Sometimes,
making
yeah.
Do I have
it
a
to
problem?
leftover status in my house is none.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah, it's next day.
when I order a pizza, it's because I'm going to eat a pizza.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I always said the first time you eat an entire frozen pizza to yourself, there's just no going back.
Oh yeah,
No,
no, there's
no.
not.
Like it happened when I was like 11. I was like a
Mhm.
Jack's Pizza, and there would be a time where it'd be like half, and then just as you get older and fatter,
Yeah.
It's so funny. It's so funny. Eating a whole pizza is like riding a bike. Once you learn how to do it,
you can't unlearn
Yeah.
it.
you'll never
I can
forget.
do it.
how.
So like nothing, like an entire Jack's Pizza is kind of a modest meal. If I'm being honest.
I was,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I was,
agree.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say a Jack's
Like we could
pizza,
use some sides.
Yeah.
That's nothing. I mean, it's the width of a coaster.
No, yeah.
Yeah, and yeah.
2 Jacks is super easy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Super
yeah.
easy.
How many? I mean, honestly, how many Jacks do you think you could take down?
in a night?
Yeah. Okay. Let's say if we were to. Okay, we're gonna have a contest. We're gonna have a challenge or whatever, and the goal is to eat as many slices of Jack's pizza as possible. Say there's 8 slices in one Jack's pizza.
I think I'm getting through 2.5 before I even start slowing
It's
down.
a great number, Tom.
Yeah.
I was
I
thinking the same
think
thing.
that I would become sick of the taste before I became full.
Yeah.
No, I mean my poverty palate is so strong that like something like I could have fresh pizza made in a Sicilian brick oven and it will be delicious. But there's something that doesn't compare to a Jack's frozen pizza. It's kind of the same way. Like I gotta have like fancy mac and cheese, and I'm like, yes, this is delicious. I understand this. But if you give me like SpongeBob shaped Kraft mac and cheese,
Yeah.
Mhm.
kind of like
Yeah.
this might be the greatest food ever
Wow.
made.
You got SpongeBob. I didn't know you came from money. All right.
Yeah, I didn't know the movie was doing that good. Sorry.
Oh, all right. Oh. Yeah, how was Cane's?
I think I'm taking down 5 or 6 probably.
Whole pizzas?
5 or 6 whole Jacks?
Yeah. I think so.
With toppings or like just a cheese?
Just
Do we have a time
pepperoni.
limit
Pepperoni or cheese?
Well, he said throughout the night.
throughout the night?
Well, okay. Let's put a time limit on it. I mean, the problem is, logistically, it would be a nightmare to have to keep the oven in rotation because that will slow you down. Because I mean, how many pizzas can you cook at once? In
and
an
you
oven?
gotta factor in cooling time too, because you can't eat it right out of the oven.
Right.
It's gotta sit for a minute.
And so, I mean,
I think as soon as you, I mean, how fast can you take down one Jack's pizza though? Like I think like
Yeah.
Oh,
under
30
under
minutes.
under
Quick,
10 minutes.
4
Quick
minutes
for me,
4
yeah.
minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Because
think
I
under
could
10.
double up. All right, say there's 8 slices. I could double up 2 slices at a time.
yeah.
Mhm.
And I could work through 2 of those slices in like 30 seconds. You know what I mean? So I'm saying 4 minutes I could take down a Jack's pizza.
Mhm.
Yeah. I agree.
I don't know. You ever remember those cartoons when the piranha would like, they drop something in the water and the piranhas would just be like, like that. That's kind of,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I would end up eating one of the cardboard inserts
Oh,
as
yeah.
well.
Well,
Do you
Jack's
use the
is-
cardboard insert as the
The plate, yes.
plate?
Yeah.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah, why dirty a plate?
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah. No.
All right, we're all fucking trash.
Big Packs.
All right.
This is a Big Pack podcast.
You seem like a Jack's Pizza connoisseur.
I do.
Do you think I asked this last week or the
Please
week before?
sponsor us.
Yeah. Do you think people of extreme wealth still like knock out like a Jack's frozen pizza,
I think
or do you think they're just like past? Like, when's the last time you think they were like, I'm gonna be a piece of shit and just hammer out Jack's pizza?
depends. Did they come from money?
No. Like if they're talking about like poverty stricken, grew up with nothing, and then made it big later in life.
Yeah.
And now they have the fancy things, the rich cars, the
chef, the
mansion,
everything.
the personal
Here's
chef.
the thing. Here's the thing I'll say about that. Rich people still get like colds and shit.
Okay.
That's when they're busting out a Jack's Pizza.
That's a wow.
You know
that's
what I
a
mean?
great
Wow.
response.
It's
Yeah.
not like
Wow, that's
It's-
a great way of thinking about
That's
it.
so.
when they're healthy and
I knew
everything.
you had a good answer, man. Yeah,
When they're healthy and everything's coming up Millhouse, they're like, let's go out. We're
Yeah.
eating here. When they're cold, they're like, they're Instacarting Jack's Pizza
Yeah.
and Kool-Aid Jammers.
Well, I was gonna say if
that's
they're
a great.
Okay.
That's a great answer to that because I just don't think they ever like. I don't think they've ever like.
Because that's
just
kind of
had
like
that
like
moment.
my palate, despite popular belief, my palate has evolved quite a bit. But like when I'm sick, that's when I'll revert to like Kraft mac and cheese or whatever. I'm just like, I just want the comfort food from when I was 7 years old.
I just like the fact that you're like, my palate has evolved, and it's like when I make buttered noodles, I use Land O'Lake, all right? You use Irish Gold for buttered noodles.
Who the fuck have you been talking to, dude? You literally just unzipped me.
I have a camera in his
Fuck,
fridge.
dude.
Well, I was thinking though, if you start off poor and then become rich, and you ate Jack's a lot when you were poor,
Yeah.
like if I was rich, I'm going to Costco and I'm getting like the box of like 50 of them.
The palate.
Yeah, the whole thing.
pallet.
You can afford it.
This is true.
Yeah,
I
but
think
like
so,
if I'm
too.
rich enough, I'm not going to Costco. You know what I'm saying?
Someone can go for you though.
Sure.
Yeah. Farnsworth, to the Costco, please.
Please.
Pick me up. I require a Jack's.
I think people that probably grew up not ever having a Jack's Pizza that are wealthy probably don't go down that.
You just got to think too, like, especially like our circles and like South City trash. Just picture like everyone we knew got rich. There's what half of those people are still only eating chicken tenders and fries.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got LaGrange
yeah.
for the 5th time this week. I can't stop.
How many
Absolutely.
dino nuggets could you take down? I mean,
Oh,
I was never. We were never a Dino Nuggets family.
really?
that
Yeah.
bad, huh?
Yeah, I'm better than you. No, no. I mean, we had like Tyson chicken strips. I mean, we had Dino Nuggets. We had fish sticks too.
I don't like fish sticks.
And nobody likes them, but you had them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never ate them.
What were you?
Yeah, Chris didn't say he loved 'em.
Morton's
Morton salt.
fish sticks.
No.
No, not Morton's. Was Captain
Eating Morton salt. We weren't that poor.
Please, Mama, my salt lick hath gone dry. No.
Wait.
What was it? Captain Morgan's? Was that it? The fish sticks?
Oh, Captain Morgan's, yeah. I
It's
mean, that's
rum.
a place.
Yeah, that's right. It is. There's
Captain Morgan's. Captain D's.
Oh, Captain, yeah.
Captain
Yeah.
D's not.
No,
Captain
there's a
Morgan's alcohol.
frozen fish stick.
Yeah, I used to just...
What
With
am
the
I,
penguin.
Gayfish?
With the Kid Cuisine.
Fish stick.
Oh yeah.
No, that wasn't
Kid
no.
Cuisine.
Frozen
would
fish
help if I
dick.
wasn't.
No, my mom loved me. She never
Yeah,
made me
this
eat those.
this guy. What is it? Captain Gorton.
Gordon.
Gordon.
All right,
Yeah.
yeah, all right. We see how I can get that.
He looks
Morton's,
like a mean
Gordon's.
fisherman.
Mhm.
He does look like the guy on
Yeah.
the salt, though.
Yeah. Is Gordon Morton?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Vandecamp. Oh, dude, if you had Vandecamp, you were rich.
I mean, you're still eating a frozen fish stick, so you're probably not that rich.
Well, but I would say like if someone was
It's
like,
at Walmart.
yeah, but like, let's face it, this is the Dr. Thunder of fish sticks, don't you think?
Dr.
Yeah,
Thunder.
that's fair.
It's
Yeah.
Dr. Thunder, the
Fisher Boy,
Dr.
I've never
Pepper?
even heard of that, but like, if you had to compare I mean, obviously great value. That's so funny. Like, my wife is a big great value person, and I'm trying to break her of that because I'm like, yes, it is cheaper, but it's cheaper because they're like, yeah, we just put
Terrible.
cancer in there for you.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like it's the same thing, but all the things they weren't allowed to put in, we went ahead and did it for you. You know, allegedly. I don't need the Walmart family coming
Yeah.
after me because
They're watching. Jonathan Walmart is watching.
Jonathan Walmart. Yeah.
All right, hit me with another one.
Another one.
I want
Okay,
more
you,
kiss or diss.
your friend invites you out to a brunch, and you show up, and you end up being the fifth wheel.
Oh,
Dis.
diss. Yeah, yeah, huge diss.
Yeah, I think that's a diss. I just generally don't care about like fifth wheeling or whatever. Like at this age,
Yeah.
in high
Oh.
school, you're like, that's annoying because like high school couples are annoying and you don't want to be around them.
Right.
But like this, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen our age. It'd be like their wives are the ones
Yeah,
that
whatever.
are with them. So
Yeah, okay, that's a little different. If you're
But-
if they're dating, Because it's like once you get married, like that's just
That's the
The
point I
wives
was
are
going to bring
coming.
up.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
but this kind of goes okay. I will go. You get invited anywhere, kiss or diss. Like,
That's a very
Dude,
Tom
fuck,
question.
you know what
for
I
sure.
mean? Like,
That's such a rough. It depends on the minute of the day for me.
but that's what I mean. I'm low key like, don't fucking invite me anywhere.
The fact that you're
Yeah.
here actually surprises me. So
I don't want to go anywhere
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah, I'm like that too. I'm going dis.
well, I'm going this, but also
Getting invited anywhere or getting
No.
Oh
invited
no,
to
no,
fifth
fifth
wheel?
wheel.
No.
Yeah. Well, and yeah, kind of getting invited anyway.
but where all right, what's the restaurant? Do you like this restaurant? That's a factor.
It's brunch. It's
Because you can
brunch.
It's just a brunch.
Any restaurant that has
a
brunch is the
brunch.
same restaurant.
Yeah, this.
this
Yeah,
is true.
Yeah.
that is true.
This is true.
Mm.
I would be excited though if someone was like, "Hey, you want to go to brunch?" I'd be like, "Are we about to get day drunk? Like, are we about to get a little loose at 10 a.m. on a Sunday? That'd be fun."
But then you see everyone.
Yeah, but then you walk in and
Then
it's
you
like,
see love.
"Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Amber. All right. Thought this was going to be a good day with my homies,
Yeah,
but
but here you are.
I'm going diss. Regardless of the fifth wheel, I think getting invited to brunch is a diss.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to, like, okay, so you're getting invited to brunch. That means it's a day where you are open schedule-wise for brunch.
Mm-hmm.
But that also means that you can sleep in. But if you're going to brunch, that means that you have to wake up. You can sleep in a little bit, but then you have to wake up and go somewhere right away. Fuck that.
Yeah, but also if you're going there just to get fucked up, though, I mean,
I guess.
I used to love waking up early to drink.
I think it's a kiss if you tell me that the wives are going to leave after brunch.
Well, what if you just go home after? What if you just wanted to eat brunch and then you just go home?
If I go to brunch and I have to go home right after, kind of that's just a waste of my fucking day.
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, if you're going to go to, you know what would be great?
I
is
could have
if
went to
you-
courtesy.
If you could go to brunch, you get day drunk, right? And then you get to go see like a movie or something. That'd be a cool day with a bro.
Mm.
That
Be
would
like,
be
hey
a
man,
fun day.
you want to go get lit up on mimosas and like omelets, and then go watch.
Do you get drunk before movies?
I was going to say, I don't know if I do movie drunk, but that's because
Really?
I like to remember movies.
I've done
I
like
like to remember
3
movies, too.
movies
I-
drunk in my life.
I've never had a problem with.
You did Tom's movie
remembering.
drunk.
That I
Did
was
the
in
movie.
it.
I saw the James Bond movie Spectre, and I was drunk for that.
Well, that movie never made any sense anyway. So
Yeah, so that's fine. I drank beers during John Wick 3 because that's a party.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then I think me and a bunch of high school kids were like drunk when we went and saw the movie Flight, which is a funny movie to be drunk watching.
That is definitely
Because
awesome. Yeah.
The whole movie is just Denzel.
Yeah.
The whole movie is just Denzel getting fucking blasted.
I love Denzel because he's at the end and he's getting like questioned. They're like, "Were you drunk?"
I'm
And
drunk
he's
right
like,
now.
God help me. I'm drunk right now. And you're like, "Me too."
And he like lists
DW.
off the dates. He's like October 18th, 19th, 20th, and 21st. I was drunk all those days. So fucking funny.
And you're
I
like
Denzel?
looking at your calendar. You're like,
But I remember seeing that movie in high school, and like, so in that movie, he's just getting fucked up. He's an alcoholic in the movie, and he's just getting fucked up the whole time, which is only funny because it's Denzel, not because of alcoholism. But the studio was worried that if he like kept with a brand, that would be like a bad look for like Budweiser or whatever. So he's getting fucked up off of every beer and every alcohol known to man. And I was like, this guy. This is the strangest drunk I've ever seen, because drunks are always like, I drink Stag and I
Yeah.
only drink Stag.
Yeah.
This guy was just like, whatever you got. Give me a 6.
I'll take it all.
Yeah, I only drink Arnold Palmer's at 7 p.m. on Thursdays. That movie is fucking funny though, 'cause I remember watching it. I was like, all right, this is kind of, I get where this is going. And I was like, getting kind of bored. And then fucking John Goodman comes out of nowhere. And you're like,
Oh
oh,
my
Jesus
God.
Christ. The
John
fuck's
Goodman's
going on?
elite in that movie, and he gives him a cigarette dipped in cocaine, and he calls it a Cocoa Puff. Man, that's art.
That
sweet
Man.
boobs in that movie as well.
Yeah.
The opening scene, his like
Well, the opening
his
scene,
like stewardess in his hotel room.
yes, her,
Maroon.
but then also the redhead from Yellowstone. She
Yeah,
like
I
nurses
fucking-
him back to
I
health.
fucking can't stand that lady.
Well,
Go on.
sweet.
Show her this.
Go ahead.
I just don't understand Yellowstone, and like there's so many famous people on it, and I'm just like,
Never watched it.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Yeah.
I've never even seen Flight.
It's great.
Yeah.
You would
What's
like Flight. It's
yeah,
funny.
Mhm.
you'll
It's a very serious drama, but like people like you and me would think
yeah,
it's
it's
funny.
very funny. You'll relapse watching it.
Nice. I wish.
Yeah.
That's a good point though, because if you were like, "Hey, let's get day drunk, eat brunch, and then go watch John Wick," I would be way more down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It just depends on the movie. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're
Mission
not.
Impossible.
I'm not gonna be like, hey, Chris, you want to get lit and then go watch Schindler's List? It's like,
Well,
well, actually, I know you would. You would like,
Hold on. Hold on.
finally.
Pause.
Hold on.
No.
No, you can't go watch. I don't know the King's Speech, like 3 sheets to the wind. You know what I mean? It's got to be some nonsense.
Is action the best genre to go
Comedy.
to be drunk? Well,
Action
no.
or comedy, I
Comedy.
think.
Yeah, I saw Anchorman. Well, this was just a bad decision. Anchorman 2, I was pretty hammered watching, and was not a fan.
Gabe and Trey, we saw Get Out, and they were drinking, and they made a drinking game out of it, and they were like blacked out like halfway through the movie. I can't remember what they were drinking to though.
Drink every time white people are racist, and they're just chugging the whole movie. They drown in the movie theater.
This best movie to watch hammered.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be like an interesting draft.
Yeah,
I think number 1 overall, Jackass the movie.
yeah.
Probably
Any of them.
any of them. Probably.
I think watching those hammered is probably
Especially with like 5 of your buddies or something like that.
just dudes being guys watching Jackass hammered.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
We literally did that on a bachelor party one time.
yeah. That
Not so proud of it, but it was the move.
It sounds
Yeah.
super fun. I'm kidding.
Dude, you can change.
No.
You can have fun again.
I could.
No, he
I could be
can't.
happy.
No,
it's so
he
funny,
can't.
Jim just convincing him to relapse.
Trying to.
Dude.
He's been trying for a long time.
Yeah.
Also, relapse make it sound like you're not.
No, it was just too fun. That's all.
Yeah.
I want you to be fun again. With me.
That's so funny. You just retired like a great athlete. You're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's my time to step away from the game. I appreciate all the love and respect I've had throughout the years.
It's just like Chris at a podium.
People are crying. They're like weeping. They're like, yeah,
Guys have-
one more year, one more year.
You guys are making me feel good about it.
All right. Give me another.
Another one?
Yeah. You're walking with your buddy and it's raining and he shares his umbrella with you.
Okay.
That's a diss.
I have questions.
Ask.
Why are you buddies with somebody that has an umbrella?
Oh, I like.
Do
the way-
any of us four own an umbrella?
Nope.
Red flag.
Okay, so there are umbrellas
No.
at my house, but I have a wife.
You have
Yeah,
a
that
family.
doesn't
Yeah,
count.
that's
That doesn't-
fair.
That
That's
doesn't
None
fair.
of them. I don't have a single one.
What is that about guys that were just like, fuck it, I can't
Just
have
water,
an
dude.
umbrella?
I've been wet before. I'll be wet
Yeah.
again.
I think I used
And like we kind of think hats are like equivalent to umbrellas.
100%.
I can't
Yep.
feel the water on my head
Yeah.
immediately.
I saw a dude today. It was raining earlier, and I was sitting in my car, and I watched a dude take his like briefcase or whatever and put it above his head and run through a parking lot. And I was just like, I wanted to like throw
No.
something at him.
Mm-hmm.
Just like be a man.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
be a man.
Just you're gonna get wet.
Anything besides a hoodie, like it's raining, put your hoodie on and walk. That's okay. You can do that. I will allow that.
And you're not allowed to run through the rain
No.
unless it's like pouring.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like the
If it's a
level of it
tornado-
coming down is like I'll put something over my head if like I can't see because
Yeah.
I'm getting like hit so much.
You're
Talking
al-
like you're outside for 5 seconds and you're absolutely soaked. That's when you can run through the rain. If it's anything less than that, you're not allowed to run through the rain.
I would even say even then, you just walk. If there's not debris flying through the air, there's no reason to run.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? If you're not in danger of getting smacked with like a park bench or something, there's no reason. Just walk. Just go.
Yeah, I don't even let my windshield defrost when it's frozen. I just drive.
Yeah, be a man.
Yeah. Say fuck
Stick
it.
your head out the driver's
yeah.
side window.
That's
and
everybody
just,
else's problem now.
Kick the windshield
Yeah, I
out.
don't have time for this. Defrost? You want me to heat my window? What am I, fucking French?
Yeah. Is it French?
Okay, but So did we come down?
I mean, it's gonna be a diss
Yeah,
all
it's a
around.
It's gonna be
for
a diss.
sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be a diss.
You're also
I-
just in a sus situation there.
I don't-
You
I mean-
shouldn't be in that. Don't put yourself in that situation.
Well, yeah,
It's a
no,
diss
I-
for having an umbrella.
Yeah.
I
Well,
agree
that's
with
what I'm
you,
saying.
Sam.
If we were walking somewhere and it started raining, and then like you just pulled out an umbrella, it's like, oh, I got us. I'd be like, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
have to not talk to you for a while.
Like, what are you, English?
Okay, but this is the one I thought of. This is the one kiss or diss I did think of.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're just walking, like a neighborhood street, and you come up to a stop sign, and you're like 5 steps away from stepping into the street. So you're like walking up on the stop sign, and you're like 5 steps away from stepping into the street, and a car pulls up, stops when you're at that point, and they like beckon you to let you go.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a kiss or a diss?
That's a diss.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Okay.
now I feel like I'm rushed. I'm like, oh fuck, now I gotta
Okay.
hustle
Yeah,
across
yeah.
the street.
Yeah.
I just,
100%.
I'm like,
Yeah, it's
no,
definitely a
stop.
diss.
Go, just go.
Other people, but that's because that's the fucking thing. Because there's sometimes where you're like, all right, yeah, thank you, let me go, whatever. But then most of the time, it's like, you could be out of here
Mm-hmm.
by now.
Way
by the,
quicker.
by the
Yeah,
time
yeah.
I get to where I need to cross your car, you could be gone. You could be half a block away.
Yeah.
Why am I either gonna have to like pick up my pace or just like keep my pace, and then that's a choice too, to just
Yeah.
like never break stride
You can't.
and like walk across, and then they just have to like follow you. Like,
Mm-hmm.
All right.
fuck that.
That's what I'm doing though.
Question for you: why are you friends with people who stop at stop signs?
I'm not friendly. These are strangers.
This is St. Louis, all right? I don't know if you've
Yeah.
been here before.
I experience that shit every day, and it drives me insane.
Same.
Just go.
We
Yeah.
Just drive.
like Mikey's lawn care. We like work in the city a lot, so a lot of it's like I'll hop on the mower and like ride down blocks to get to the other yard, like just to whatever, just keep pace. And I'll come up to like stop signs or like intersections, and I will be probably 10 feet away from it, and people will just like pull up to the stop sign and like honk at me, and I'm like, no, you just go, like just don't make me fucking have to cross right
Which,
now.
like, what? Where are these charitable drivers when you really need them?
Yeah.
Dude.
Nowhere.
No way.
Like, I feel like that's the least consequential traffic interaction that you could ever have, is like somebody's at a stop sign letting someone else go.
Mm-hmm.
But then you're on the highway, and it's fucking Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah, no one's
and
letting you
nobody
over.
knows how to drive, and everyone's a psycho.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I would
Figure
even
it
No,
out.
that's a diss. For
So
sure.
I would even argue, okay, so say that here's the car, right? And then you're on this sidewalk and you're coming, there's an open lane right here for cross traffic. Even if they're not to my car yet, I'm going.
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
what
yeah.
I mean?
I
Like I'm
agree.
going. I'm not in danger of hitting you. You're not to the halfway point yet. Now, if they're stepping off this sidewalk and coming across my car,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I'll wait. And then once they get past my car, now I go.
Yeah.
I don't need you to get to the curb on the other side for me to go. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Now, I will let homeless or drug addicts walk in front of my car because
Well, they
you
don't even
just-
know you're there.
because
Yeah.
you just never know what's going to happen.
They don't know you're there.
It can be very entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. They don't. Cars.
I was once at a stoplight and I saw a homeless lady take a piss in front of the St. Mary's High School sign.
That's so cool.
I went there.
Congrats. She was standing at the corner with that like red light there.
she's like, yeah, that's our mascot. That's our Philly fanatic.
And
What do you
Yeah,
guys-
exactly. What
our
a callback.
gritty.
There it is.
That's St. Mary.
Yeah.
I was talking to I was with a bunch of like West County people this weekend at a thing, and I was like telling about this homeless guy I saw in the city who like stripped naked at Chippewa and Hampton or Gravois and Hampton and whatever. And he's like, see, that's why I don't want to move down there. I was like, I get it, but I was like, sometimes seeing that like once a month,
Dude,
it just is like, fuck. Sometimes I love this
it's
place.
my whole thing with like city versus county. Every
Yeah.
time I'm in the county, I'm like, why would you ever want to live here? Nothing happens.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, some wild shit happens in the county, whatever. But like, and same thing. People talking about like being scared of the city. I'm like, yeah, but that's life, baby. Stuff's happening here. You never know.
It's sometimes you're like, holy shit, I can't wait to tell 10 people
Right.
what I just saw today.
Yeah.
Your city allowing crime. Kiss or diss.
kiss?
Kiss.
Yes.
I'm gonna
That's
go
a
ahead
kiss.
and
We're on,
kiss him.
That's a
we're on the
kiss.
same
Yeah, kiss
page.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I just converted today. Just now, I
Yeah.
switched. I am a
Didn't think of it
changed.
that
dude.
way.
I'm a changed man.
I mean, look at Dallas. Like it was a great city, and then all the tech bros moved there, and now it's too expensive for anybody to live in. And
Yeah.
like, I mean, that's what San Francisco. That's what
Is
they did.
Houston
to San Francisco.
affordable? Because didn't they just export all their crime to Houston?
Well, yeah, I think so.
Isn't Houston very similar to St. Louis
I think so.
in terms
Yeah.
of like
Yeah. They
layout
got
and
the
crime?
cartels there. I know that.
I
watched a
Houston
guy-
is the tahini flavored St. Louis. You know what I mean?
I watched a guy in Houston spit on a table in front of me and drew a perfect map with spit of the border of like Texas and Mexico. It was the most impressive thing.
Did you ask him for this?
Nope, just did it. Because he asked us where we were from, and we asked
Oh,
him where
okay.
he was from, and he goes, I can show you where I'm from. And
Was he
fucking-
just showing them the crossing points or something?
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, dude,
It's just
yeah.
a line.
I was like, this was, and it legit with spit was the like Texas, the border, everything. I was like, you ever thought about doing art?
Wow, I should move here.
Yeah. I was like, oh shit, that was crazy. It was cool.
But aren't it? Well, you said Denver. Denver got like all like,
French.
they
No,
have
it's
Got
crime.
French.
Got all
It's safe.
It's safe.
Yeah,
But
but like
Denver has a lot of homeless though.
Dallas has like a ton of, not in the winter. Dallas got all the tech bros. They moved there because they left San Francisco. They ruined San Francisco, right? And then they moved to Dallas, and now they're kind of doing that. Like it's one of the fastest growing cities in the United States. And people that have lived there their entire lives are like, I can't afford to live here anymore because, 70% of the population is making $300,000 a year. So a simple house is $1.2 million, and it's insane. And it's like, and oil money, I guess.
Mm.
That takes some oil money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, money would be cool. in
Okay.
general.
How about this? Your buddy discovers oil like 10 years ago and pretends like his life hasn't changed, never tells you about it. Then you find out one day. Kiss or diss?
Kiss. 100%. I respect
Is he
it.
taking care of you?
No. No, he's just treating you like a normal.
And he hasn't changed at all. Like nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like he's still
He's still
saying-
eating Jack's Pizza, still doing
eating
all
Jack's
of it.
Pizza, just pretending he doesn't have money.
He just happens to have a lot of Jack's Pizza.
Yeah.
Uh,
How good of a friend is this?
I mean, you'd hang out with him, you know.
If he's not a good friend, then sure, kiss. But if this is like my best friend, I'd be like, what the fuck? Because if I discovered oil and like I had like my best friend with me, I'd be like, dude, we're gonna be fucking rich.
I just respect not telling anybody shit. I
That's
just
fair.
respect that as an overall vibe.
I kind of like that vibe.
Yeah.
Of just
Mhm.
being like,
Nobody needs to know shit.
That's fair.
Man,
But that's why I think it depends on, like,
But then
if it was me and Jim, and I'm like, dude, I fucking found this shit. We're about to be super rich.
Yeah, we
I
don't
mean, that's
tell me
what
a
I
lot
would
of
do.
stuff anyway, so
Okay,
you wouldn't tell me that.
here we go.
Go on, give us examples. Give us 3 examples.
Just kidding. Yeah, I best friend. I think I diss a somewhat, I guess, just like a friend, close friend. I don't know.
if it's a
I would-
family member, it's a diss for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But a best friend, and
My family doesn't tell anybody anything. So
Yeah.
like
But if you found out your mom was like, "Hey, so sorry,"
I've
never
had
told you,
conversations. I've had conversations with my mom where she'll tell me something about like my aunt. She'll be like, "Well, 15 years ago, this, and this happened." I'm like, "No one told
Yeah.
me that." You know what I mean? My family just doesn't talk about.
yeah. I found out
anything.
my like great aunt shot herself in the stomach like 60 years ago. Just found this out like a
Dorothy?
month ago. Yeah,
It'd just be funny if I knew you were
yeah. Fuck, you know her?
just for like, for
Yeah, I
fun.
punched her dad in the face on a garage.
So yeah, I guess kiss. If it's someone I don't know, I don't need to know. Like if it's someone I don't know that well, I guess an acquaintance. Like I don't need to know. But I'd still be. I don't know.
I think
just
I
think
say dis because I wouldn't be able not to be like if I showed up to the house when I was like, dude, Chris, I just came across, like, we're happy.
Yeah.
We're happy now, dude. Don't worry about anything anymore. You can quit your job.
That's the
Dude.
most romantic thing I've ever heard.
We're good.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be able to like not to.
We're happy.
We're happy.
Yeah. I think that's the only reason I would diss, because I personally would just be like, I there's no way I could like hold it in that I have this fucking gold mine.
That's so crazy that like everything's so screwed up these days that it's like, oh, once you get rich, you're like, we can afford to be happy now. That's great.
For now.
It's also, again, it's back to like it's the same school of thinking that like of me loving SpongeBob shapes mac and cheese.
Yeah.
That like if I just became rich tomorrow, I would like live in the same house. Probably just keep my job, but just have money. You know what I mean? That'd be so sick.
Yeah. I agree with that too.
I
would
wouldn't
actually
change
be
like
amazing.
almost anything about my life. Yeah. I'd slowly like level up my house and whatnot, but like
Yeah.
I wouldn't like change.
When'd you get a drawbridge?
Yeah, there's this moat out here. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about this. Yeah, Chris, if I come home with 100 Jack's Pizza, know something's up, dude.
Yeah, no, definitely.
That's so funny that the Jack's Pizza is still your measurement for success.
Yeah.
Not a Lamborghini, not anything, and just like
Just
no.
Jack's Pizza, dude.
I got it, man.
So.
Before we get out of here, though, I do need an update. How's the anime going?
So, we are halfway through season 1.
We're on
More
like
than half?
more than half.
More than half on Attack on Titan. It's going good. I still obviously am roasting fucking Aaron and fucking Arnie, whatever the fuck his name. I call
He's
him
calling him.
I call him Arnie.
I call him Arnie too. Yeah,
I call him Arnie all the time because Armin's a cool name and I fucking hate him. So I call him Arnie. It's getting it has
getting there.
yeah. I don't like watching. I'm like, I hate this, but there are times we'll like watching. I'm like, what a fucking idiot, dude. And Chris just laughs, but I'm into it. Yeah, I like it.
He doesn't even have his phone in his hand when he watches this. He actually watches this.
I still disagree that it was the wrong one to start you on. But
You disagree that it?
You
So
think
you think
it was the wrong one?
I think it was the wrong anime to get you started.
What's
on.
the
Just 'cause
intro
there's-
anime?
I mean, that's so hard because like
God, I move like a fat
my
person.
intro to anime was Cowboy Bebop.
I would
And
say
then-
that's a popular like intro.
It's a good one. It's a good one, but I mean, it definitely has its flaws.
I think all the ones that aired on Cartoon Network are like entry level anime.
yeah, and
yeah.
Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon
I
Ball
mean, yeah, that
Z,
was a
Cowboy
full-
Bebop.
I was going to
Ghost
say
in the
Brotherhood
Shell,
is another good one.
What?
Brotherhood. Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal.
Full Metal
Yeah.
Alchemist.
I was
But-
thinking about that the other day. Like
My
that
Hero
might have been-
Academia.
My Hero is probably my favorite of all.
Same.
I just
Anime.
know all this shit. I don't watch anime.
No.
I don't know anything about anime
I was
except
just
I
about
know.
to ask if you.
No,
No.
not really.
But I
I can't do like
No, Tom likes getting laid too.
no. Okay, no. Yeah, right, dude. I'm a dork for other things. You know how obsessed I've been with Tom Cruise for the past week and a half, just because it was Mission Impossible week.
Dude, Mission Impossible, all the movies are on Amazon Prime.
I've been living.
I'm having a ball.
I've been living.
going through. The third one is a fucking masterpiece.
I'm saying, dude.
Really?
Yes, the third one is the good. There
Yes.
was Philip Seymour
Hoffman.
destroys in that movie, man.
I've never watched them, but I just like I have this hate for them, and I know
Why?
I don't have a good reason, Tom. I really
You
just
don't.
other than just being hating on it and just
Yeah.
Tom. Because I look at Tom Cruise and it's just
Okay,
like
I was gonna
Tom
ask
Cruise
this.
In
does
real
suck.
life, yeah, he's French.
Yes.
but in these movies, he's just.
No.
I know if I watch
he's
them-
he's exactly who you need in these movies, because these movies are kind of about a normal guy who like loses his mind. Because in the beginning of the series, he's like a normal guy doing spy stuff, and by the end of it, it's just like this psychotic, weird robot man who only exists to like hang on planes and like jump underwater. It's like
Climb the world's tallest
yeah,
building.
he's not a
without
normal
rope.
person. So like. I've been debating this with people for the past few weeks. Like I've been asking them how they feel
so
about
it's like
Tom
Fast and
Cruise.
Furious with a spy.
Yes.
It just keeps
No.
getting more and more.
Well, yeah.
Not like
but
not
like
plot
that.
wise, but just
Yeah.
it's just like, oh, they used to just like steal TVs and now they're flying cars, fucking
I mean,
doing
Mission
superhero
Impossible.
shit.
It's like the series itself is like if somebody had to just like if somebody drew the Pictionary answer for like action movie. They're like so generically the action movie genre. They're just
Okay.
action movies. But they go so incredibly hard because Tom Cruise is a psychopath who's like, okay, we're going to have a sequence where I'm underwater for 5 minutes. I'm going to learn how to be underwater for 5 minutes.
And
Everyone's like, no, Tom, we didn't ask you to do it. He's just like,
he just does it. And
Yeah.
He just does it. And he's like, I'm Tom Cruise, and if you're not going to film it, I'll find someone who can.
yeah, that's
he's,
it.
he's literally, he fires people all the time because they're like, he'll explain
Like,
a
no way we
stunt
can
idea,
ensure this.
And then the stunt coordinator's like, you cannot do this. You will die. And he'll go, you're fired.
I find a new safety
You're the
guy.
new stunt coordinator.
Yeah.
This is my idea. And the guy goes, we'll have to make it work.
he'll get fired.
I might be the guy that got Tom Cruise killed.
Yeah, in 2008, he saw the Burj Khalifa and was like, I'm going to climb that fucker. And then he just made a whole movie around it.
I respect what I've seen out of like the stunts that he's done. Like I said, I'll admit I'm just hating on it for no other reason than I just look at Tom Cruise and I'm like, fuck you. Why the fuck are you doing this? But I know,
Because he's the man.
but I know if I sat down, and I do love like movies that have 3, 4, 5, 6 of them because I love just watching a full.
Have you ever seen a
Story.
Mission Impossible?
Never seen them, so
Okay,
I don't
here-
have. But I
No,
but
no, no,
I
I
know if
want you
I
to do
watch
this.
them, I know I will. I will admittedly, if I like them, turn around and be like, I was wrong. They were
Okay,
great.
but this is funny because
Is Tom Cruise French?
no, I
In real life.
I
right?
want you
Yeah.
I want you to guess a plot of a Mission Impossible movie because I bet you'll get pretty close to at least one of them. Like
All you need to know is he's a spy.
Does one of them start off with him in a hotel somewhere?
Yes.
yeah,
Okay, hotel, and he probably finds some shit out, and then drives or flies somewhere, and then it slowly builds up, and then he probably kills a couple bad guys. Like, oh, this is getting kind of crazy, and then it slows down, and then he does some more crazy shit.
we need specific
There's just
examples
10
of
out of
crazy
10
shit.
on 1 through 7 of those movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I have no.
We
no
would have
good reason
accepted
to hate
he
him.
hacks into the mainframe.
Oh, see, I didn't know all that.
The drive is out.
Yep.
Like it's all that stuff. It's hacking into the mainframe. It's he's gonna nuke the computer. Like it's all that
Okay.
stuff. and
Any
it's so good.
keywords that you think
Yeah.
would be in a black market, hard drive, mainframe,
Special ops,
special ops,
Okay.
terrorist plot, counterintelligence.
biochemical weapon,
Yep, that's a big one.
Okay.
Warhead. Yeah.
disavowed. They go rogue in
Oh.
every movie.
Oh no.
The last 4 of them have been called
Again?
like Rogue something. Like it's
Yeah, they're all just like filling Ghost Protocol, Rogue Nation.
I will give him a shot.
You
I
should.
said.
They're awesome.
I will say, okay, so the first one came out over like 30
years ago.
So it's
I don't.
it's-
Okay, so
it's
you
not,
just rewatched them?
That's fine. I've been watched
don't
all
like
the
it.
Planet of the Apes.
so
one
like
time,
watch just the way you watch the first Fast and the Furious movie, where you're like, hey, this is a good movie, but it's not that crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the first Mission Impossible. It's still kind of crazy, but it's still like, oh, okay, this is within the realm of possibility. By the time you get to the
all the ones made in the past 20 years.
By the
You
time
just
get
have
to
to
the
know
fourth
that
one-
every time you see Tom Cruise doing something, he's
the
doing it
fourth
for
one
real.
was when they were like, what if we just went wild?
Yeah.
And that's when they took off. The third one is still like a legit good spy movie, and honestly, probably my favorite.
Philip Seymour Hoffman, dude.
Oh yeah, dude, scary. One of the best villains
All right,
in a
let's-
movie of
Hey,
all
let's
time.
not make a mess on the couch over here. All right?
No, guys, watch the movie, and I guarantee you,
Yeah.
I mean, it'll pop your bag, man. It will.
It'll pop your bag.
Yeah. He's got,
Unreal.
he's got a bag.
That
I
was a
don't
good
know.
one.
I don't know if that's common knowledge, but
It is.
No, it's
Actually, I don't
No,
know if Tom
but-
knows, but whatever.
so finish season 1 of Attack on Titan,
okay.
and then maybe try a season of a different show.
He'll binge. He's gonna binge all those movies.
If I just binge next week, I come in, I'm just like in a harness. Like, what are we doing here on the podcast? Are we fucking?
Jim's dangling from the ceiling.
All right, guys, Mission Impossible. How many Arnold Palmers can I drink during the podcast?
It's honestly a great series to make a drinking game out of. I'm sure.
I'll give him a whirl, and I will.
Because it'd be
use the
like
projector.
you have to drink every time they say hard drive. You have to drink every time you say like
I would
hurry
argue
up.
you have to drink every time. So as long as he's running on screen, you
have to
have
chug.
to drink.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get fucked up.
Because there's a
Because
few movies.
There's a few movies where he legit is like, I want you guys to film me running 1.5 miles.
Yeah.
And he just dead sprints for 1.5 miles, and they just pan the whole time he's running.
Damn.
Like they're in like a boat on the shore, like trying to keep up with him, and he's just running as fast as he can, and you would just be chugging them. I mean, you'd finish 3 of those.
This weekend, Chris is just gonna find me in front of the projector,
Just
just fucking blacked out. Jim, you need a snack? No, I'm
But
Tom
no,
Cruise.
So you're just trying to get into anime? Is that what this project is?
Yeah, they're
because
getting me
I
into
watch
it.
it and we live together.
They watch it,
Right.
and I'm a wrestling fan, so I should be capable to.
Like something that sucks?
Well, just like, like throw away all like if I'm watching Tom Cruise, it's like, well, this fucking makes no sense. Like, why is he all of a sudden able to do this? It's like, okay, I watch wrestling. Like, none of that makes sense
Right.
either. So I should be able
Fair.
to watch something and like take out like
But so are you into it or
into what?
like anime? Like you're getting
He's
into
into
it, or
Attack
you're,
on
you're,
Titan.
you're kinda
It's
into
cool.
it?
Yeah.
It's like I'm not gonna fucking buy a fucking body pillow of one of the girls or nothing like that.
Yeah.
But
There's levels to this.
Not that into
Not
it.
yet.
yeah,
Well, not on Attack on Titan. None of them are hot.
but it's cool. Like it's
Just wait.
it's
There's a couple.
entertaining. The chicks are
He
badass.
gets a
though.
body pillow of a Titan.
They're so fucking.
You know what?
runs.
It's anime. It's probably out there.
Definitely.
No, definitely.
But like I remember, like as a kid, anime always came on. Like I'd be watching my cartoons, like Spider-Man or like Ed, Ed and Eddie or whatever, and then Cartoon Network would just have that hard shift.
Yep.
Where it's like
Toonami,
now,
baby.
now we're into fucking Toonami. Here's
Yep.
Dragon
Yep.
Ball Z, and then every Dragon Ball Z episode, which everyone told me like you should watch Dragon Ball Z. Every Dragon Ball Z episode, it would like start and it'd be like last time on Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
And it'd be like this motherfucker got thrown through a mountain and then they stood in a desert and yelled at each other from across the desert. And I
Yeah.
was like, what did I miss? Like, is this
No.
the whole show?
It's a
Pretty much
30-minute
so.
show with 15 new minutes of footage each episode. Because
It's crazy.
the first, I don't know.
But is there more to it than people standing 100 yards away from each other in a desert just being like, hey, fuck you. Hey, no, fuck you.
There's, I mean, yes, there are some fights, but one of the greatest things that they've ever done is that they fight and then they'll say like, oh, they're moving too fast for us to see.
And it's just a
And
blank
Yeah,
screen.
yeah.
But that's the kind of shit I love.
And it's so funny because it's such a cheap animation trick. They're like, well, we can't come up with new choreography because how many times can you throw a punch or a kick?
Right.
So like, oh, they're just moving too fast for you to see, and it's like, ping, 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 like that.
And then
it-
somebody gets punched into a mountain.
yeah, and the mountain,
explodes.
Yeah. And it's fantastic.
It always seemed cool, but I was like, I missed too much. I have no idea. I have no shelving
That's a show
for
you
this.
can just watch fights on YouTube though and be fine.
Yeah.
You don't really
Yeah.
have to
I
watch
mean-
the show.
Like, do we disrespect Yu-Gi-Oh? Because I kind of fuck with Yu-Gi-Oh still.
Dude,
I refuse. Like I was such a Pokemon guy that I was like I refused.
See,
to
I was a
watch.
Pokemon guy too, obviously, because we're children of the 90s.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
like, Pokemon, I mean, they're cute little animals that have superpowers. It's, like, not even fair for kids. But then I was just aging out of Pokemon when Yu-Gi-Oh was, like, picking up. And I was like, yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh is kind of, like, cooler.
Edgy,
More,
yeah.
more badass
If
because
you
they're, like,
became
Egyptian gods.
If
I had
you
all 3
became a
Egyptian gods
teenager-
and Exodius. I was a fucking
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you became a teenager in the 2000s, you graduated from Pokemon to Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
Because it was like edgy and people died and it was
The fucking Shadow Realm, dude.
yeah. Yeah.
That I say it sent me to the Shadow Realm every day of my life. The Shadow Realm as a concept is the funniest thing in the world.
So you guys just like gave up on your first kiss early or what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
I
Yeah,
respect that.
I was like Yu-Gi-Oh's in the daytime,
trying to be-
Spider-Man.
Well, guess
at
what,
night.
dude? I had neither. I had no anime or a first kiss, so I fucking fucked up there.
Whoops.
Which one of us was having sex in the gravel, you know? I mean, if I would have known that that's what hindered me from that lifestyle.
Yeah.
Man, if I could take it all back.
All right.
No, I'm just fucking with you.
I think
guys.
that's a good spot. Well, Tom,
I
this is our
evolved that night.
podcast.
Yeah.
I love it, dude.
I haven't even reached my final form.
I get no.
Yeah. Wait till I get to a quarry. Then it's
Well, thanks for having me.
Does
Yeah,
anyone want to
sure.
plug anything?
Our Instagram, Common Courtesy 314, I think on Instagram. We're hoping to put some clips out very shortly.
Yeah, this weekend.
Yep.
This is the weekend.
Yeah, do not watch Somewhere in Old Missouri on YouTube because I hate the
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it right in the middle of Mission Impossible 3 and 4.
The trailer of this podcast will just be the trailer to that movie. I think we should do that.
I'm
at least
taking
for
that
this
shit off
episode.
YouTube. Can't
Eric,
believe you bamboozled me like this. I've been ambushed.
Eric, do you have anything?
July 22nd, I will be in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And that's all I can remember off the top of my head. So you can just follow me at ER Comedy. How about
There
that?
it is, yeah. At Tophology. I mean, this won't be out in time for Saturday, but Saturday anyway. City Winery, if that goes through. July 11th, Jim's big comeback on his first page show at the Focal Point with me. Jack Wright will be headlining. But yeah, all right, guys, that would be it. That is our show. Tom, thanks for hanging out. Everyone go watch his movie. It's really good.
No.
And yeah, I think we could say that Tom has common courtesy, yeah?
Tom, do you think you have Common Courtesy?
What does that mean?
Yes.
Yes.
Just say yes or no.
Do I have common courtesy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect.
Do I have to stay here for this?
Yep.
You have to sit awkwardly through it.
It's way too long. Jim made that. All right, let's go. See you guys.
Wow.
Do I have to sit through this?
What is that?
He made that on GarageBand.
What is this?
What would you have played if I said no?